Recording now.
All your friends.
We still don't have a WhatsApp group.
It's in a minute at the end of the semester, but we'll wait 5 minutes. Because here, snooze, you lose.
Do you remember anything about QT spin and visual architectures? You just know it's no.
I'm seeing that we're only free today, and we're going to speak about Facebook. We'll open a campaign from scratch. So we'll do a short review about what we talked about last week. Okay, we did the introduction for Facebook ad, and then we'll drill down inside. Okay, and do you have already Ads Manager? Did you open one? You've been here last week. Danny didn't, right? So in a second I will come to you. You want to sit there? It will be more convenient to.
We have the outlet if we sit over here.
Yeah, that's the issue.
It's a good. We are not alone. What? We have a guy in the room. Sit, open your computer, go to Facebook Ads Manager, and we'll start in a second. Okay? And what we do for a second, let's see if that's sure. Go to Facebook, please. Go, yeah, Ads Manager. Click on See All. Then scroll down. Accept. We'll start from here. Okay? Yeah. Do the same. Photo. Go to Facebook Ads Manager.
What's your fees? The same.
What we did last week, we did the introduction for Facebook ads, and now we're going to open a campaign on Facebook. Okay, so go to Facebook and see that everybody on the same screen will start from scratch. Last week I did a short introduction, so I'll do a short review for 1 minute again on the system, then we'll open a campaign from scratch, and we'll see all the different options. Tell me when you are inside, and then we'll start.
So the ads manager or the
Yeah, Facebook Ads Manager. The same in the screen, the same as me.
No, click on that. This?
Yeah. That's it.
So I can
Click here.
help you next to
That's okay. Scroll down. This is Ads Manager. French is very poor after 20 years out of France. Less than 20, but almost. So let's start. Let's do a short review of what we spoke last week. Okay. Basically, we have in every campaign that we are opening on a Facebook ad, we have campaign, we have ad sets, and we have ads. Okay. We want to open a low number of campaigns. Okay, we're opening a new campaign for each product or service that we want to advertise. And the idea behind the screen is for every marketing objective that we have, we will open a new campaign. Okay, but we want to have the lowest number of campaigns possible. Why? What I see is that in a lot of different accounts, that people, let's say tomorrow they have a new workshop they want to advertise about surfing, okay, for example. So they are advertising, they're opening a new campaign to advertise the surfing workshop, okay? They fill the workshop, then they close the campaign. And in 2 months from now, they want to open another workshop, okay? So they don't want to do another advertising. In most of the cases, what they are doing, they are opening another campaign, a new campaign, and it's a mistake. Why it's a mistake? Because then you are taking all the learning that the AI did behind the screen, and you restart it, okay? So the AI, the AI have to restart and start the whole learning process from scratch. Because every time I open a new campaign, from the AI's point of view, it's a new product or a new service, okay? And the idea behind the screen, it's okay to stop the campaign in a certain point of time because we don't want now more sales or leads, or we don't need, and etc., etc. But in the point in the future that we will want to open the campaign or to activate the campaign not automatically, want to activate the campaign again, we just switch on the campaign. Maybe we will change a little bit the audience. Maybe we will change a little bit the creative, okay? But the campaign stay the same. So the AI behind the screen keep learning all the time and understanding this campaign will bring leads for surfing workshop, okay? Then it can do optimization behind the screen and improve the result as time goes by, okay? So we want as low number of campaigns as possible. Under each campaign, we have ad set, okay? Each ad set, it's a different audience. And we can determine a couple of different things in every ad set, but the main thing that we can determine in each ad set is different audience. So we want to approach different audiences, and we'll see in a couple of minutes what are the main options or the main possibilities when we're trying to target a specific audience. Okay? So each audience is different, each ad set is different audience. And if we said before that we want as low number of campaigns as possible, we want high number of audience as possible. Because we want to do a lot of A/B testing and check a lot of different audience to see which one is working better. Okay? Where can we find the best customers in the lowest price? Okay? And behind each ad set, we have, or under each ad set, we have ads. Ads, creative. We want to open as many ads as we can in order to do A/B testing on a lot of different creative. in order to find the best creative that will drive in the lowest amount of money the best results.
Sorry.
How's that?
I'm sorry.
Did you ever been in the class?
Yeah, I had to go home for a month for personal reasons.
Okay.
I sent you an email.
Yeah, maybe, but I didn't remember. Nice meeting you. So let's continue. Okay, so as is creative, we want as high numbers creative as possible, at least 4 or 5. So we can do A/B testing between the different creative. So we can find the best creative that will give us the best result in the lowest amount of money possible. Okay? If you remember last week, I showed you a campaign for a swimming pool that we are doing. And you saw a couple of different campaigns. One that the results there was leads in about 7 shekels per lead, and another one in 63 shekels per lead. So it's almost 10 times more. And the main thing is usually the creative. If you're doing a very good creative and you're doing A/B testing all the time, you can find the right creative that will drive a lot more attention and a lot more result per impressions, and will bring you the result that you need. And the only way to find the perfect creative is to do a lot of A/B testing. Try to see what's working better and then improve it, and again and again and again and again. And in the end, you can get to very good results. Okay? So for the short review about what we did last week, let's start from scratch. We have the green button here, create. You can do it with me step by step. Okay, I encourage you to do it. I think it will be better for you. You can learn it as better as you can. And the idea in the project, in the end of the course, is that I want screenshot of the whole process. Okay, I want screenshot when you choose the objective. I want screenshot of each chapter that we are going to see and how we are opening a new campaign. Okay?
Can you upload a rubric to the Moodle?
Didn't understand what you want me to upload to Moodle?
Like a rubric of some kind so that like we know like all the steps and not just for looking at like an example assignment?
Well, basically it's a little different between each class. Okay, how much material we have the time to learn and for which point we are going to be. What we will do in the last class, we'll do exactly that. We'll go through all the process, all the different things, and I will tell you exactly what you need to have in the project. Okay, I want a landing page with 1 to 3. Okay, so we'll do it in the last.
And it'll be like a document also?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. So let's start the first step. As we saw on Google Ads, okay, the idea is the same. Choose a campaign objective. So basically, Facebook is telling us in the first step, if you want to open a campaign, tell me what is your objective. Okay, the same as Google Ads. The only difference is that in Google Ads, we can skip that step, if you remember. We can open a campaign in Google Ads without an objective. And here, Facebook doesn't allow us. It's more logical Facebook way. Okay, we talked about it. That if we want to tell the AI of Facebook or the AI of Google or the AI of TikTok or LinkedIn or whatever, what we want to achieve, so the AI can improve our results behind the screen. Yeah.
Yeah. So Facebook, like straight, you're following like what you said, a bit in French.
Oh, it's okay.
But my question is, does the AI will be stronger if we set the campaign from the top to the bottom, like following what?
No, it's different options. It doesn't say that this is the best option and this is the worst option. Okay, this isn't the idea. They just give us those are the 6 objectives that Facebook encourages us to do. Okay, and you need to choose it depending on your objective and your marketing objective. But they don't have any pro, cons, do this or do that. It's what your marketing objective is. Hey, Sam.
Sorry.
Okay. We're glad you're here. We start only with 2 students today, so we are every 5 minutes we have another one come into class. Until 2 o'clock, we'll be a full class. Okay, so let's continue. So we have 6 marketing objectives. Okay, awareness, brand awareness. Get as highest number of impressions as possible. Okay, traffic, send traffic from one point to another point, or website, messenger, etc., etc. Engagement basically is people that want to engage with your content. Okay, in most of the cases, it's comments, like, shares for a specific post or something like that, or a video. I don't know if you see, it's a little bit small, but you have it on the side. They're writing all the different options that you really can do with engagement. But basically, when we're speaking about engagement, we are speaking about post engagement or video engagement. Leads, okay, collecting leads from messenger, conversion in a website, calls, phone calls, etc. App promotion, install apps or events in specific apps. Sales, basically it's conversion, people that buy something or purchase a service or a product on a specific website. You can do here all of the options that are writing. You can do phone calls or messenger or WhatsApp, things like that. But basically, it's not real sales, it's only a lead. But these are the options that they are giving us. Let's start with a simple one. Let's click on leads. Okay. I will choose lead because it's the most common campaign that we are doing on Facebook. So most of the businesses that we are working with, in the end of the road, want leads. They want customers, but they want leads. They want phone calls or WhatsApp message or messenger or phone calls or instant forms. This is basically the most common way of collecting leads. Okay, so we'll start with the leads campaign. In the project, you can do every one of the options. You can do awareness, traffic, engagement, I don't care. Okay, but I do want you to write here, why did you choose engagement, for example? Okay, why is your marketing objective is engagement? Because you want to achieve, okay, and complete a sentence for each business that you are promoting. Again, I will tell you, I told it before, I won't tell you or I won't give you a lower grade because I don't agree with it. Maybe I will write for you in the feedback for the project, I think you did a mistake, okay? I will choose a different marketing objective because A to B, okay? But I will never lower you a grade or give you a lower grade because I don't agree with you. But only I want to see the way that you think and how did you come to conclusion that you need to choose, for example, engagement. Okay, let's continue. So the first step is to determine all the settings of the campaign itself. You see here, it's the same structure as we saw before. Okay, so first step is to determine the settings of the campaign. Then we have the settings of the ad set equal to the audience, okay? Then we have the settings of each ad. In each step, we can go here for the 3 dots here. In a second, I will show you it. Okay, and we can duplicate the campaign or duplicate the ad set or duplicate the ads. And it's very easy way to do A/B testing. Duplicate, שכפל?
Yeah. What's the meaning of it? Like if
So the idea here, let's delete it for a second, you will see. The idea is after I'm doing all the settings of the campaign, the ad set, and the creative, then I'm going here, click on duplicate, okay, and changing it a little bit, opening a new audience, okay, change it a little bit, and another audience, and change it a little bit, and another audience, and change it a little bit. And again, the idea behind the screen, okay, is one. I want to do a lot of A/B testing. I want to check a couple of different audience. I want to check a couple of different creative, okay? As I will check more creatives and more creative, then I can come to the conclusion which one is working better for me, what drives more leads or more result per budget, what is the best way to do the promotion in my case or for each project that we are or business that we are promoting. And I will tell you now, I tell it before, and I will tell it again in the future, the only way to succeed in marketing is do a lot of A/B testing, and in the digital era, it's very easy to do it. Think about 15 years ago, 20 years ago, when you do a promotion in a newspaper, for example. So you will sit with your copywriter or with yourself, and you will write the copy, and you will do all the steps, and then you will send it to the newspaper, and that's it. You have no way to change it without investing a lot more money or spending a lot more money. Okay, that's it. This is the ad that you have. The same when you are going to television or other things. And even if you will see that the results aren't quite good as you want, this is what you chose, and that's it. Today, in digital marketing, when you open a campaign on Facebook or Google or LinkedIn or TikTok or whatever, okay, you're opening one form of campaign. In a matter of hours, you can see the first result. Say, okay, it's not exactly what I want. Okay, let's change a little bit the audience, or let's change a little bit the creative, and do again and again and again and again. And then in very few days, you can improve your campaign and get much more or much better result than you will get in the first step. And the only way to do it, the only way to find the best suitable audience and creative is a lot of A/B testing. Okay, it doesn't matter how much experience do you have. When you do a lot of A/B testing, you will get to the point that you are happy with the result. Yes.
So nowadays, though, are there systems where algorithmically you can just like more than just A/B test, like A, B, C, D, whatever?
Yeah, well, the idea is not only two audiences. We talked about before. I want a lot of audience, and I want a lot of creative. Now we have an AI here behind the system. Basically, why do I need to write with the audience? There is a very sophisticated AI behind the screen. Okay, let her choose. Why do we need even people in that place? Okay, from my experience, and we are doing a lot of A/B testing against the AI, today in this point, maybe in 2 months, it will be different. But today, the point that we are here, okay, the AI can give you better results than someone with experience that know what is doing. And you can try the A/B testing, we're doing it all the time. We're opening a campaign with no guidelines, with no focused audience, and let's see what happens. And we're opening a campaign with very narrow audience, okay? In 9 out of 10 times, we're getting a much better result than the AI. As time goes by, we talked about before in Google, and it's the same one on Facebook. As time goes by, and the AI have more information and more data about your previous campaign, then the AI will do a better work, optimization, and finding you the right clients. This is the reason why we said before, don't open a lot of campaigns. Leave the campaigns on or close them when you don't need them, and then open them again, okay? Because you want the AI to learn all the time, and even if we stop the campaign, when we'll activate it in 2 months from now, or 3 months, or something like that, I told you until 2 o'clock we will be a full class. Okay, so basically the idea when we are activating again the campaign, so the AI won't restart the learning. It will continue the learning from faster result. And then it can go on and on and on and get you a very good result and do the optimization by itself. But again, in order to help the AI, we need to give them a lot of data. How we are doing it? We are doing a lot of basic A/B testing, showing the AI a lot of different audience that we think are relevant, then seeing the result and switching off everything that is not relevant by our perspective, okay, and giving the AI a lot of creative, a lot of different creative. Sorry. So the AI can improve and let's say have a lot of different ads to play with to find what's working better and what's not working well.
From your experience, like I know that it doesn't have a same rule for everyone, but when you need to do a lot of A/B testing on every time you start the budget, do you have any like line that you're following for the beginning of it if you're A/B testing?
Well, what is the minimum budget for?
Yeah, you are able to evaluate your A/B testing.
Basically, the A/B testing, those systems are very smart, and even if when you have, I don't know, a couple of hundred impressions, okay, and a couple of dozen clicks, you can get the first impression that is relevant if it's working good or not, okay? Eric that came to there, so showed me his campaign on the outgoing that he opened last week, and you only have, I don't remember exactly, 60 clicks or something like that. And we already can determine that the time on site was very, very low, and we have enough data in order to improve it and find the problem. So in some cases, you need a lot of data. In some cases, even a couple of dozen of clicks can help you see the direction if you're going the right way. It's a little bit tricky, it's come with experience, but the minimum in most of the cases to try to determine the basic result if you're on the direction or not is in most of the cases 100 clicks, something like that, and around 1,000 at least impressions, so you can see the basic statistic and then step by step improve it. Okay, how we can exactly improve it and what we need to watch on when we are seeing the statistic of the campaign. So let's finish to build a campaign, then we'll understand how we can do optimization for each campaign. Okay, any more questions? No. Okay, so we are in the first settings of basic campaign. Okay, I will not go through all the process, so we'll only focus on the most important steps because our time is a little bit limited. But two important factors that you have here, or options that you have here. First one is A/B testing. So we said we want a lot of A/B testing. We want to do a lot of different, check a lot of different options. Okay, and Facebook allow us, okay, here to open, to click on that black button, okay, and do an A/B testing from scratch. And the idea here is that I was in a convention in Facebook about 2 years ago, something like that, and they showed that more than 90% of the agencies, not small businesses that do it by themselves, the agency that suppose or should know a little bit better, don't do any A/B testing. All the campaigns that they are doing, it's one campaign, one audience, and one creative. Okay, zero A/B testing, zero trying to find out what's working better or something like that. Okay, this is what they show us in the convention. Now, basically, what they did, they offer here option to do A/B testing from start, and then each step will be duplicated to 2 steps. So we need to open 2 audience, and you need to do 2 creative in order that you will have the minimum A/B testing available. Okay. Now, after I told you that A/B testing is very important, I will tell you, don't click on that button and don't open it. Why? Because it's only will give you two options, two audience, two creative. I don't want you to do two audience. I want you to do 5 audience. I want you to do 10 creatives, at least, if not more. Okay? So the way to do it is to open a lot more options, a lot more different things. And when you're doing only that option, it's narrow you down to only 2 different options, and that doesn't what we want. And the other options that we have here, you see advantage campaign budget. So let's open it for a second and understand what's happening here. Basically, when we are coming to that, and Facebook are doing A/B testing on us all the time. So maybe when you will open a new campaign, you will see it on, and sometimes you will see it off. Okay, there is no rule to what Facebook is offering you. Basically, the idea is that if you're coming to here and you will see that you can determine the daily budget, okay, campaign budget, and you will see that button on. So you are determining how much money you are going to spend on the entire campaign, okay? And you will set here through the settings of the campaign itself, okay? So again, if you're seeing here the button on, you can determine the budget of the campaign, okay, in the basic setting of the campaign. What are the pros or the cons here? You can see exactly how much money this campaign will spend. You can change it from daily budget to a lifetime budget. So this campaign will spend not more than $1,000, etc., etc. Okay, and the cons here, that when you're doing it like that, if you will have, let's say, 5 different audience, 5 different ad sets, the AI will see which audience is working better and will send all the money to the audience that's working is better or better than the other audience. Okay? It won't split the money between the different audience. Now, in some cases, you do want that you will have the ability to play with how much money is going to each audience. Okay? Sometimes you have different audiences that are important to you. Let's take, for example, if you are doing a campaign for digital marketing course, not in IDC, let's say in a private college, not a part of a degree. Okay? When I'm doing a private course for digital marketing, I want to have a very wide audience in the class, because I think it will help the class to understand better and to see a lot of different examples from different businesses and different promotions that we are doing. So I want soldiers that just finish their service, okay, very young, 21, 22. I want people that finish their degree in something and want to start working in the industry. I want 50 years old CEOs that want to understand digital marketing a lot more deeper, okay, in a more advanced way. Now, each audience, it's different ad sets, okay? So if I have a couple of different ad sets and I'm setting the budget on the campaign level, so let's say that the release soldiers will bring the best results. So I will get as much leads from there with the lowest cost possible. Then the AI won't spend any money on, let's say, CEO, 50 years old CEO. But for my networking and for the better of the course, so we'll have wide examples of different businesses and promotion. I want a very wide class, okay? But in that case, the AI will shut that audience down because it will take a lot more money and will give me fewer results. So what I'm doing in an example like that, I'm closing, okay, the budget from here, from the basic campaign. And then here on the ad set, let's switch for example. Okay, when I'm going to the ad set and I can determine and target the exact audience that I want. We'll do that in a couple of minutes. Then I can determine for each ad set, for each audience, how much money exactly I want to spend on it. I think it's a little bit better. Okay, it will give you more flexibility when you're doing the optimization and you can choose exactly where you spend your money. Okay, but you need to invest time with that. So if you are doing something like fire and forget and let the AI do everything, switch it to the campaign budget. If you are going to sit on it and improve it and see all the result behind the screen and on a day-to-day try to improve it, then switch to budget on the ad set. Okay? Got the point? You want me to explain it again? Excellent. Okay, so those are the basic settings of the campaign. After we did that, we're clicking next. Okay, and you can see here now the second step is ad set. Ad set, basically in most of the cases, the main feature here is to determine which audience you're going to target. Okay, now you can see on the right, let me mark it. You can see here on the right, you have audience definition, okay? And you can choose the exact audience that you want to target. You can see how wide or narrow is the audience, okay? You can see an estimated daily result, okay? The AI try to understand or try to estimate based on their past knowledge of your results and other people that did campaigns in your country or to your audience, what's the daily result here that you will get, okay? Now it's a very wide gap. It's between 2 leads to 11 leads, okay? It's between 1,000 impressions, okay, to 3,000 impressions. It's a very, very wide result. And again, it will determine, or it's the gap between the results. It's because of if your audience is very focused and they will do a lot of engagement with your ads, or if your creative are very, very relevant and you will get a lot more engagement, so you get a lot more results. So what you can understand from that wide estimation or gross estimation, that if you're doing a very bad job, you get around 1,000 impressions per day, okay? And if you're doing a very good job, you can get more than double, almost triple the amount of impression. And again, with the leads, with the result. If you're doing a very bad job, you will get 1-2 leads per day. If you're doing a very good job, okay, you can get 5 times more, even a little bit more than that. Okay, so the creative and the A/B testing are very, very, very important. First step in the ad set, they are asking us, we did a lead campaign, so they are asking us, where do you want to collect your leads? It's on your website, on your landing page. It's on instant forms, okay? It's on Messenger phone calls, okay, or in a specific app that you have. You need to choose the Facebook page that you want to do the promotion for, okay? If you have a lot of different Facebook pages, so you need to choose the right one. Then you have the budget and the schedule, so you need to determine the exact budget you want to spend for each day. Okay, let's take for a second. The minimum here is $1, so it's 3.5. Eric, I talked about you before. Nobody will tell you why. So we'll never know. And 3.5, okay, the daily budget. And we have a date, we can set start and end date, okay? And we can see, okay, or we can determine time on day when the ads will run. In most of the cases, it's not really relevant. It's more relevant for, let's say, restaurants that want only customers in peak hours or in low hours, okay, things like that. But you can start to determine in which exactly hours you will get your clients. Now, when you're spending 3.5 shekels per day, okay, you see that the estimated daily result will be very, very low. Now, in Google, we saw that only with 1 shekel a day, if you're doing a very focused job, we can get very, not high result, but we can get very results that are sufficient or efficient for small businesses in some of the cases. Okay, here on Facebook, the competition is wider. Okay, and the minimum budget in most of the cases that you need to spend in order to get real results, it's in most of the cases they start from around 15 shekels per day. Okay, then you can get something basic or something that will give you the minimum amount of data so you can try to estimate if your campaign is working properly or not. Okay, in some of the cases, if it's only remarketing for people that already been in your website, and if it's a small website, so you can do very good result only with 3.5. In most of the cases, you need a little bit more. Okay, yes?
It's 15 shekels because it's in Israel?
It's $1. The minimum is $1. So if you're doing advertising in France, they will do, you know, the.
Like when you like, but it's the same like.
Yeah, it's the same in most of the country, in all of the countries. In the past, until 1 year ago, something like that, with less, you can set the minimum of 1 shekel. So if you are in the US, it's minimum of $1. If you are in Israel, it's minimum of 1 shekel, etc. And they change it. Now it's the minimum of $1. So if you are in shekels, they will give you the equal amount of money. It's 3.5. Okay. Now let's go to the main idea or the main feature in the ad set. That is the audience. Okay. So we have here, it's divided to 2 sections. We have custom audience, okay, and we have the targeting. Let's understand what are the differences between the two. Okay, custom audience, basically it's something that is relying on your source. People that spend time on your website. People that already saw your videos, people that send you a lead form in your website, or send you a lead form on Facebook, people that like your Facebook page, people that follow your Instagram profile, okay, etc., etc. So custom audience, we'll see that in detail in a couple of minutes, okay, it's your source. You need to provide to Facebook the exact audience and how it's relevant in your part. And in some of the cases, you need to connect Facebook to other digital assets in order that Facebook can track the information. Okay? We'll see that exactly how it is in 2 minutes, but custom audience, it's rely on your source. Now, in custom audience, you have another example, another option. It's called lookalike, okay? So what you can do, you can open a new custom audience. Let's say, for example, people that spend more than 5 minutes in my website in the last 90 days, sorry, okay? And after I'm doing that, I can tell Facebook, okay, so you have 1,000 people that spend more than 5 minutes in the last 90 days in my website. Excellent. Please find me 100,000 people that are similar to those past clients, okay? So to that, those past visitors in my website. Yes, sir.
So with that, you have to use pixels.
Yeah, you have to use pixel. Okay, you have other options on the custom audience without pixel. We'll show it in a minute. But basically, for that option, for that example, you have to use pixel. Okay, so custom audience, it relies on your source. You can do lookalikes. You can tell Facebook that audience that work very good for me. Okay, I don't want to advertise to that audience. I want you to find me people that are lookalike to that specific audience. Okay, that's the idea. Now the second options that you have here, it's using the endless data that Facebook collect on us. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger, and more sources, in order to tell Facebook people with that age group and that gender that live in that location with those interests and habits, okay? This is my focus or audience, okay? So they never heard of me, they don't know who I am, but if they are living in California between the age of 25 to 45, okay, and they are in the top 10 income rates of the US, and they like boats, then show them my boat tour with whales on Delhi, okay, for example. Okay, this is the idea. So you can choose the exact audience that you want and tell Facebook exactly what you want and need. And then Facebook will find you those people and show them your ads. Okay? This is the basic idea. What we're going to do now, we're going to take 50 minutes recess. Okay? When we'll head back, we'll open a custom audience, one custom audience. We'll open one targeting audience. We'll see the exact difference between them. We'll open a lookalike audience. We'll see how we can do that. And then we'll proceed to the creative. Okay? So 15 minutes, and then let's go back. Eric, how are your campaign running?
I think you might have been right to start the bid at 32 and then go down. I started at 0.01.
No, but you did 0.84.
I started at 0.01, but
What happened? Did it right?
Since I got the 10 views,
And then it's dropped on nothing?
It started dropping.
Maybe they saw that people doesn't, the CTR that you got was very, very low. And people aren't clicking, so stop showing your end. What you need to do, you need to change the creative. Okay? So the idea is good. The idea is not bad. Just change the creative. What happened here? You got 0.26, 1.0 CTR, then 0.4. Then the CTR was so low, so it doesn't, benefits outgoing like a bulla in that case to even show your ads. So the idea is I did it, and it's on your Moodle on the top. On the Moodle on the top, and you see a playlist. Playlist IDC. Open it on your Moodle. No. Look at it.
Also, I worked on like a bit of the SEO stuff. So I was a bit more. I used like Outline to add a few articles. I think I even tried to articles.
Yeah. The idea is good. What you need to do a couple of different things. First of all, don't change the lead. Leave it on 0.1. Change the creative.
From this to a different one.
And you can change the creative in the ads itself. You can write different headlines or use different photos.
I can change the target link.
You can change the target link also. Okay? But what? Well, Taboola, what they want clicks because you're paying them for clicks. So if nobody is clicking on your ads, they won't show your ads. Okay? So you need a better, creative so you have higher CTR. And then it will work. So this is what you need to focus on, higher CTR. So change the creative.
Change the message description, title.
Not in the website, on Taboola. Okay, change the ad creative. And then here, continue to do the optimization that we did last week with the Google Analytics. So this is the way to do it.
Like to see, like from the US traffic, how much time they spend.
How much time they spend, did they click and transfer to the next page and to the next page? Okay, this is the idea behind.
I had time to change, like, this one doesn't look good. I need to change the header by, I think I have to change the CSS.
Why?
Because it won't let me have like a header that's small over this. I have to either remove it completely. So I'm using a custom template.
Okay. But even if you go to the team builder, it doesn't allow you to. Yeah.
It's an issue because I'm using a custom theme, so it's hard to.
Yeah. You can try to do A/B testing and look with the team builder. You can, direct it to only specific pages. So maybe in the main page you will see that header, but on the article pages you will see, a header that you build with the team builder. The team builder, you have, how they call it in English, condition. Okay, so you can set a condition for specific pages. Go to the team builder. I'll show it. Need to go here to the control plans. So this is when you're doing it for a specific page. Okay, we go here to the control plan. Here, dashboard. You're going to templates. So you have header. When you're going to the header, you have edit condition. Then you can set it to only appears in specific pages. Okay?
But this header wasn't built through Elementor.
No. This header, the header that you're using now, doesn't build through Elementor, but you can build a different header and it can overwrite the template header. So you can or override the entire header template, or for specific pages, say, in that specific page, I want my header. Okay.
Like I mock this, and then have it on the page with the stuff. It's good.
Play with it, Tom. There is a good chance.
What do I do with this when your class ends? What do you suggest? Do you suggest that I get or do you suggest that I get use WordPress?
Well, can you Elementor for what is it for? Why not?
Oh, when your class ends, should I get
No, keep in touch with me. It's first of all, it will be for 1 year. Okay, and just keep in touch with me. If you write the new code. Perfect.
I was wondering if you could if it's a choice between this or just building the WordPress.
Do it with the Elementor Pro, and when you will earn millions from that website, so you can buy one from your own.
Yeah.
But for now, just use us.
I added videos. Hopefully this week I'm gonna get an animated video. I'm gonna have it here and have it linked to the YouTube also. But right now it's empty.
Excellent. The idea look good. Don't erase the video. Change the creative. You saw it's working. Change the creative, then it's working.
I'm gonna also try and link it to this, I think. Like this is a good one, I think.
No.
See what happens. I might also do a campaign on Outbrain and see which one works better.
Yeah, try it. It will work. You will see step by step, improve it step by step. In short time, you will see that you are getting money. The real problem that you have now, that Google AdSense didn't prove your ads until today, so you can't see if you're really earning money. So, it takes you a little bit time, but you.
Yeah, I mean, like the requirements are so many more articles that are required. I checked the requirements 9 to 15.
9 to 15. This is the
and right now I have 3.
Well, you will do it, don't worry. And start with simple things. You can improve them, in the future. You don't need each article to be so long. Start with simple things, just in order that they will approve your ads. Then you can.
Do you think the crawlers can't get to my site for so much?
No, because it's a new website, so Google Analytics will figure that. So it's working okay. The problem here is not the new site. In most of new sites want to use data those things.
I just want to make sure because sometimes they have something in HTML that won't allow crawlers to get to your site.
Go to the site for a second.
I'll do it.
Basically, first of all, if you can read the search console, everything, so you don't have any problem with here. We have on the settings and reading. You see, you can discourage search engines.
I'm just making sure eventually I'll be able to get inside. How are your digital assets going?
Our problem is we have very low time and because we are doing a lot of stuff, but it's coming good. Today, last day we saw $20 commissions from AliExpress and $15 from Amazon. It's not a lot of money if you're comparing to the other things that we are doing, but it's growing.
Check it out.
Check on some. We have a couple of different. Hebrew?
I don't know Hebrew. You put it in Google Translate. Also on WordPress, it's good. You have like plugins for affiliate links. And I'm gonna do that soon.
Not to remember my URL. I read it in Hebrew all the time. You know French?
I wish.
Yeah.
Customer?
No, bride custom.
Bride custom?
Yeah. No, like not custom. It's like מנהג וזה כאילו תחפושת.
Yeah, like
costume. So it's a little bit different. Your English is better than mine. Yeah, exactly. You can find it right the first place.
Do you do affiliate links too on your website?
Yeah, we're doing affiliate. This is our website.
Yeah, is it on WordPress?
The cheapest. What did I do? And so this is basically the website. We have more than 1,000 pages already. Okay, today it's completely organic.
Yeah.
Only organic. If you're clicking one of them, so we'll get money from.
And these are your, you have another first account?
Yeah, we have.
So you're not really doing affiliates.
It's a fit.
Nobody's.
No, it's not our store. We're doing affiliates. It's not our store.
How did you build it?
What was?
Why isn't it everything in the bottom? Build that first.
You don't have to do it. So what was with element of science? Very, very simple. It's more than 10,000 entrants a month now, all organic.
It's so hard to remove like the thing in the bottom, build that WordPress.
No, if you're not environmental, it's
That's all that.
no, but it's more 10,000, but the number is much higher.
Buy something online, so I need to return it because I don't want it. So I need to write down here.
Okay, so that's blue street.
Is it right here?
Those are the numbers. Last
That's why a lot of times
How much is so?
without work.
and it's all organic. It's all organic on Google, so we don't need, to spend time all the time on the campaigns and thinking about it, how much money we spend and what is coming inside, and it's working. And it's growing all the time. You see,
You don't have that.
here in that website, we don't.
The rooms are SEO.
We don't, because we want here people clicking on the products and go buying products. We don't want SEO.
Like on Google, it's English.
We have other websites with AdSense, that website. And we have another website.
Why do you have like you at one point you had like 7,000 traffic, then it went down to 3 like in the course of like 1 month or less.
It's always.
Which website?
This one.
I think it's a mistake of those two, because you saw the number much higher. It's a website for games for kids. See any ads here? You have ads blocker?
No.
Strange, we have ads.
It
We
can
are
be.
collecting money each
It's
day.
just it's here.
Maybe share that one. This.
Yeah. Here, yesterday, it's on mobile. This is the AliExpress affiliate program. It's on a mobile, so it's hard to see, but see those all the purchase from
1 day.
It's only it's a lot of costumes, clothes. Here you can see the amount of money they spend and the commission that we are getting. So basically, for 1 day, 15, maybe a little bit more dollars for yesterday, and you have more on Amazon, other options.
That was good. You don't even have to do anything. You just have to like update.
So what we are doing is basically SEO, because we're saying our resources are low. We have no low amount of time, so we don't have the time to sit on the campaign all the time, improve them, etc. So we are doing SEO step by step. It's taking a long time, but step by step, it's going high, going high, going high. And in the end, we're going to be very, very high. This is the idea behind the strength.
Well, this is amazing.
So basically, the game it's for 2 hours from AdSense. The second one is 2 hours from affiliate. We have more. We have
In 1 year, you went from 0 to
it's more. It's more than
double like the
those options doesn't usually
That's you.
small website doesn't give you the whole statistic. We have
Anyone here knows the shades of listening? Huh? Nice.
Not sure.
Yeah.
It's right?
Yeah.
And the is working.
here we're selling leads. So it's a lot of different lectures that working with us. The people that are searching for workshop, for manager, courses for manager,
Yeah.
lecture for manager, etc.
Oh, wait.
And we have a lot of different lectures that work with us. Okay. And some of them working here in the IDC, some of them from other places that we know.
Ah, that's we had a meeting with them.
Yeah. So basically the idea that I did by talking the lecture, but we'll get it one step out of whatever they are chosen. Each week though they're different. And sometimes people telling us, I want, let's say, a negotiation lecture. So then we'll just send it to the lecture, slate for you, close whatever you want, we want 50%. Okay?
That's a good idea.
And if it's something else, in most of the cases, I want you to build me full day with lectures, with negotiation and sales and digital marketing, etc. Then we're grouping like a bunch of lectures. Yeah, we build a specific package, and then we're taking about 40% or even 50%.
What's your most popular? Really links or AdSense?
Well, today AdSense affiliate is better than AdSense, but you know, assets on the growing. So let's speak 2 years from today and see, the role was working better.
No, your sites are much cleaner than mine. My sites are
Yeah,
beautiful.
here,
They're
all
messy.
the eight.
You need to do it very simple. Simple and do it.
You agree? It's a bit messy now.
Everything is elemental, very simple.
I guess it's a bit too much.
Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's okay.
Maybe refresh.
This is ridiculous. The headers and stupid.
Yeah, it's bigger and it's not real. Maybe for the homepage, but for the other pages, it don't make such a big.
I want to get a plugin that shows me like the Dow Jones, the Russell 2000, the Nasdaq, do different graphs. But
Then it's not.
that would be
You know, it's a learning process. You're doing one step, then you improve it a little bit, and improve it, and at the end of the road, it's working.
בעזרת השם.
בעזרת ההשקעה שלך, לא בעזרת השם.
בעזרת האלק.
בעזרת האלק. איפה החברה שלך? למה היא לא באה?
We had a meeting today. It would have been in Badger for our summer.
קשה ברור, זה שמיעו של נוכחות, גילה שגרם וסופו. טוב?
So, you count?
יש הנחיות כאילו לאוניברסיטה. IDC have guidelines, you know, minimum attendance, and so. So, come until the course. Everything will be okay. Okay?
So,
We'll start in 2 minutes. Yeah, to the it's 4:30. We'll start.
Make it.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
No, but listen, it's possible that it is. Why? Because maybe it's not like giving the one shit. Like maybe it's giving you the word post for it's going to send it. So I think it's not automatic. That's why it's not letting you do it, because it's sending you automatically the code for it. So I think it's fine. Okay. I think that's the reason why it's not the same.
Yeah.
Because it's probably what do you guys do? I'm trying to add my neighbor. She wants to get something from the post.
no, the post is impossible. They're like so bureaucratic.
No, but boy, it's like just like the system is stupid. Just
I thought she answered. I thought she שנשלח. Like for the dawn, it's so bad.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. That's all.
Maybe this one is from.
How you think the name of the street? How the name of the street of IDC? How does it?
The name of the street, no, like it depends if you're getting a package. It's Israel. Israel 5.
Okay. Israel?
Israel, Alif, Samir.
Like this? Yeah.
But you know what is it?
It's Alif, Samir.
Aleph.
Yud, Resh.
Ascension?
Space, Relach. A, Resh. No, sorry, I'm Alif, Yud, Samir.
Aleph.
לא, בהתחלה.
א'. אוקיי.
sorry.
י' סמך.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
אוקיי.
That's it.
But it's really fine now.
Still
Let's
wrong.
continue.
It should.
That's
So, where are your friends? Still don't have a WhatsApp group for the class. 15 minutes become 20, and 20 become an half an hour. Let's continue. So we saw we have custom audience and we have the targeting audience. Okay, let's start with the custom audience. And I'm clicking here, create new. When I'm clicking create new, I have two options. I have custom audience and I have lookalike audience. Okay?
Can you, sorry, can you hit where we are?
We are on the ad set, you see? Ad set. In the section, okay, I scroll down to the section when you determine your specific audience. Okay? Now when I'm clicking, when I have custom audience, I'm clicking create new, the button here. Then I have two options. I have custom audience and I have lookalike. Now in order to open a lookalike audience, I have to open first a custom audience. Because I need to tell the AI here which audience they need to lookalike or to try to find a similar audience. Okay? So I'm starting the first step with the custom audience. I'm clicking here. Then I can see all the different options that Facebook is giving us. Okay, so basically, website, app activity, okay, Facebook catalog, your product catalog from your website, customer list, okay, the names, emails, phone number, whatever you have of a group of people from your CRM system, from your previous clients, and etc. Or offline activity. Offline activity is basically people that did check-in in a restaurant, did check-in on let's say a beach resort or hotel or something like that, okay? I don't know how to explain it, but in most of the cases, the offline activity didn't really work for us. I don't know exactly what is the bug there, but the idea is good. People that went to, the near mall, went to a specific store, but something is off there. And we did a lot of A/B testing with offline activity, and it's never really brought us any good result. You can try it, of course. Okay, in most of the cases, what we are doing, it's all website or customer list. Okay, so we are connecting with the pixel to a specific website and Facebook Ads Manager, and then we can say people that spend time on that website in the last 15 days, okay, and etc. and etc. These are the people I want to advertise for. And customer list is working very, very good. We're taking, an Excel sheets with 1,000 different emails and phone numbers. It doesn't succeed to find 100% of the people who are uploaded, okay, because not everybody have Facebook, and not everybody that have Facebook sign in to Facebook with the email that, let's say, they are using in their daily job, things like that. But in most of the time that we tried it, at least 75–80% of the people that we uploaded, it succeeds to find them. Okay, so those two options are very, very. In those two options, you see it's right here, your source. So you need to give them your source in order that Facebook can attract those people. And the second option, it's Facebook source, okay, or meta source. So you have video, you can find a specific video that you upload in the past and people saw. You said only people that saw that specific video, those are the group of people that attract. People that already send you a lead form, instant experience and AR experience at some kind of a little bit sophisticated ads that you can do with say better creative or better creative experience or graphic experience. Okay, but it's in Facebook, inside of Facebook platform. On Facebook listing, it's a Facebook marketplace, Instagram account. They did some kind of engagement with your Instagram account. Okay, you can choose what kind of experience, events, Facebook page, same as Instagram account. So Facebook business page and shopping if you have a store connected to your Facebook page or Instagram account. Let's see an example on video. Yes?
I have a question, like if I have a website and I have an Instagram account, I will get better result if I use my Instagram account because it's connected to...
You can use your Instagram account. The Facebook Ad Manager is connected to Facebook and Instagram, so you can open a campaign here and only target it to Instagram. You can do it, okay? Or you can just target your audience and you don't care if they're on your Facebook or Instagram or other places. Whatever Facebook can find them, it's okay in your part. Okay, so let's just see an example. I'm clicking video, clicking next. Okay, engagement. So the first step, I need to tell Facebook. So I want people that saw my video, but I want the people that only saw 3 seconds, or 10 seconds, or 75% of the video, or 95%. Okay, so I can choose not only people that start to see a specific video, I can choose people that saw the entire video or some big portion of the video. Let's say, for example, that we are taking these people who watch 25% of the video. Okay, now I need to choose a specific video that is relevant. Okay. Staying too long, so it doesn't have information here. Same. To give you let's say let's take that video for a second. Okay, we can see that almost 10,000 people saw it in more than 3 seconds. Okay, so I can use this specific video in order to build a specific audience. So I have a video that a lot of people saw it. Okay, I'm choosing it. By the way, I can choose a lot of different videos. I don't have to choose only one. Let's confirm. Then the retention. So how long ago did they saw the video? 1 year ago, 2 months ago, 7 days ago, etc., etc. The basic idea is to choose, something that they can remember that they saw the video. Or somebody that saw that video 1 year ago, most of the cases won't remember what he saw. Okay, so remarketing or custom audience in most of the cases work better when you're choosing short time frame. Last week, 1 month ago, something like that. If not, it's not really relevant if they saw the video. What is relevant that they are part of your potential audience. Okay, this is the idea behind it. You need to give that specific audience a name, and then you can save it. Okay, that's the idea behind it. Now, after you are doing that, okay, only after you open some kind of custom audience, then you can go to the lookalike, okay, to the similar audience. Let's click on that. First of all, you need to find your specific source, okay, for which custom audience you want to use. Okay, this is the idea behind it. So you need to go and find a specific audience, that the custom audience that you already did and want to choose from. Okay, then what you need to do is to choose the lookalike. So you want the lookalike or similar audience to be in the same country, or you want a different country. So I have 1,000 clients in California that already bought my product. Now find me 500,000 similar audience in Nevada, for example. Okay, so I can choose in the same location, or I can choose from different locations. Then I can select the audience size. This is very important. Okay, the basic that is given me is 1%. What is the idea behind it? Let's say that the custom audience has, I don't know, 2,000 different people in that specific custom audience. Okay, now when I'm saying to the AI, give me 1%, so take the entire population, in this case, Israel, whatever you will set. Okay, so take the entire population in Israel and give me the 1% of people, 70,000 people in that case, that are as similar as you can to the original group of people. Okay, so I have an original group of people, in that case, that saw my Facebook page. Please find me 70,000 people, the most focused 70,000 people, or similar 70,000 people that are very, very, very similar in their age, demographics, gender, habits, etc., to the original audience. Now, think of it as you have in a pyramid. If the lower section of the pyramid, the base of the pyramid is wide, you have a lot of people in the custom audience, 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, things like that, okay? Then you can even go wider. You can say to the AI, don't give me 1%, give me 2%, okay? Give me 3%, okay? Give me a much wider audience that is similar. But when you're going wider, then it's not so similar because they need to give you a lot of different people, okay? So if it's only 1%, so there is high likely chance that it will be very, very narrow, very, very similar to your original audience. But if you want 500,000 people, okay, so it's very, very wide, and the chance that it will be very similar to your original audience is lower. So if you want to do it correctly, most of the cases we are working only on 1 or 2%, okay? And if we are going to 2%, it's only if the original audience is very, very big. If the original audience is narrow, okay? So we delete in the options and we're not doing it. We try to figure out different ways to do it. Okay? Any questions? No. You have here exclude button. Okay, so you can choose the specific custom audience and exclude it. For example, you can do a custom audience for everybody that already sent you leads and say, okay, I don't want to show them again my ads. Okay, you can do, for example, people that are already bought your products or bought your course or something like that, or been to your workshop, and you don't want to spend any money on them. So you want to only show your ads to people that didn't see your product or didn't be to your website and etc. Then you can do it through exclude. Any question on the custom audience? Something? Nothing. Excellent. Let's go to location. Okay? Location, for example, let's see. The main change between Google, because we already saw the location on Google and it's very, very similar, is one. In Google and in Facebook, you can set your specific audience, or you can write here, let's say, 1 second. Okay, I can write Tel Aviv, and it will find me, okay, Tel Aviv, and tell me, yeah, between 1.2 to 1.4 million people in Tel Aviv. Okay, but I can do something a little bit different. I can go, 1 second. Here's your university. Okay, so I can go to here and I have drop pin. It's like pin mode in Google. Okay, I can select that specific pin and I can set it for 1 mile. Okay, if you are using the settings and in the settings are using kilometers, okay, so it will give you the minimum of 1 kilometer, not 1 mile. It's a little bit lower, as you know. Okay, but the main difference between Google to Facebook is in Facebook, I can click on it, click on the arrow here, and exclude that specific place. Okay? I gotta give us. Some kind of a bug here. Let's try another one for a second. Okay, so you can do a specific pin and exclude a specific pin. Okay, it's something that in Google you can do. In Google you can only succeed to exclude specific locations. Okay, so if I set in, let's say, for a second. Okay, so I have Haifa here, and I can do it here and in Google I can do a specific exclude for all of Haifa. Okay, this is the idea behind it. Any questions until now? This is the idea behind it. I have here on the top people living or recently been to this location. Okay, or I can choose only people that live in that location, only people that recently been to that specific location. For tourist attractions and things like that, it's classic. Or people that are traveling to this location. Traveling, it's not a search engine, it's a social network. So how does Facebook know that I am, let's say, travel to Eilat, for example? How can Facebook can know or understand that?
How they know?
How they can know that I am traveling to Eilat? They are giving us the option here, people that are traveling in this location. Okay? So how they can know that I'm going to Eilat?
The people have their location services from the IP address.
Yeah, location on your smartphone. Okay, so they know I'm living in Hod HaSharon and they're seeing my location right now in Eilat. Okay?
So they'll advertise them all, get free, like tax-free.
No, it's exactly that. It's exactly that. Okay? Let's scroll down. We have age, okay, between 18 and 65. Basically, if you're doing engagement, you can target it lower than the age of 65, okay? If you're doing engagement, you can do it even lower. If it's leads, it's only 18, okay? And old people, Facebook think that people are dying in the age of 65. They're not thinking that people above 65 need to have a specific age groups. And gender, okay, men, women, both of them. And you have detailed targeting. Okay, so let's see what we have here. First of all, you see here advanced detailed targeting. Okay, with the box, with the check on the box. So the idea behind it is that whatever we are going to determine as the audience, if you are allowing or marking the checkbox here, okay? So basically, the AI of Facebook can expand the target audience wider than what we set up. Okay, if the AI think that they can give us better performance, okay, we're basically allowing them to get a wider reach and try to set its own target. Okay, it's very similar to lookalike. Basically, we are telling Facebook, this is our target audience, but if you think you can give us better results, then you're allowed to try different audience or different people. Okay. Again, every AI options that we have, if we want it to work, we need a lot of data. If you have a lot of data, then it's going to work. If we don't have a lot of data, then it's going to spend us money and not giving us the best result. Okay? In the project, I want you to tell me why you decide to leave it on or to delete it. Again, I want to give you a lower grade if you did A or you did B, but I want to hear your explanation, why you did it, okay? Why do you think it's better to leave it on or why it's better to leave it off? Detailed targeting, okay? Let's see all the different options that we have here. We have demographic, we have interests, we have behavior, we have, let's start with demographic, education, financial, life event, parents, relationship, work. Okay, let's see a couple of the different things. Let's start with financial. Okay, so we can go to income. And we can set up here, it's only in the US. In Google, we saw that it's a little bit wider. But we can set up and household income of top 10% of zip codes. Okay, so I want only the top 10% of income people in the US, for example. Okay, classic for luxury products. Education, what did they learn? Okay, schools, different schools that they want to, how many years they're learning, etc. and etc. It's, for example, fields of study. Okay, let's take find us. Usually it's trying to give us options. One second. You can try to find the international law or international law school. Okay, only people that went to law school, for example, things like that. Basically, if you scroll long enough, you will find all different fields of study that there are. Life events, okay, anniversary, birthdays, okay, people that are away from their family, away from their hometown, okay, people that are living in specific location and for a long time didn't been there, people that started a new job, a new relationship, okay, newly engaged.
How do they know somebody started a relationship?
Excellent. How do they know everything? It's a very good question. How do they know everything? We are telling
like a setting that you can mark that you're in a relationship on Facebook.
exactly. We are telling them. A lot of people are telling them, I have a new relationship. Okay, they are declaring it in their posts, not everybody. But basically we are telling Zuckerberg or a lot of us, not 100% of the people on Facebook or Instagram, but a lot of people are celebrating those life events, so-called. So we are telling I have a new girlfriend. They are telling we have a new baby, etc. and etc. I have a new job. Okay, and then it's easy to mark those options.
How sophisticated is it though? Like, will they see if somebody posts a bunch of pictures, like a Zoom?
Of a baby.
No, I'm saying, like, let's say like somebody posts a bunch of pictures and they assume that, like, oh, this is the person's. Like,
so they don't tell us if it's an assumption or they know for sure. They know for sure if you are writing on your Facebook, I have a new girlfriend. Okay, so they know 100%. Wait a second. They can assume that if you are starting to, upload posts with you with a new female and with love and etc. and etc. So they can assume that you are in a new relationship. They don't tell us if it's 100% only people that posted it or people that did some kind of activity that they can assume that you're in a new relationship. Yeah.
It's interesting though, because I remember reading a while back that a woman was once getting ads for baby products. And she was saying, like, I'm not pregnant, why are they giving me ads for baby products? And she only realized a week or two later that she was pregnant. And Facebook, based on her activities as a pregnant woman, because they have such a vast amount of data, they were able to identify that she was acting in a way on Facebook that I guess a pregnant woman acts or something like that.
There are a lot of not case study, but a lot of examples that people are saying that the AI, not only Facebook, Amazon AI, the other digital platforms understood things before we as a human being understood it. Okay? And it's a very sophisticated system that learns us as human beings, as a species, all the time, and look at our behavior and figure out what we are doing and what our thoughts. And it's working quite good. They have a lot of data. Think about Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger. How many times a day, how many hours a day you're spending on those four platforms, okay? So think of how much data they are collecting about each and everybody here in the room. So the chance that they can guess, okay, or they can assume that you are pregnant is very, very likely, okay? And what we have here, parents. Okay, so we have here, it's something that we are doing for a long time. It's working quite good. Parents with toddlers, parents with kids, adolescents, okay, adult children, and etc. So you can really focus on your specific audience if you're publishing or advertising after school activities for kids. So it's working amazingly. You can choose the location. I want only in Hod HaSharon. Parents that have kids with just saying, let's say 9 to 12, okay. And I have a judo class that I want to advertise, or ninja class or things like that. It's working like magic and bring you very relevant customers. And those are kind of campaigns that you can do on 3.5 shekels a day, $1 a day, and it will work very, very good. Because it's very, very narrow target audience, okay? Very narrow target audience, and it's very focused and it's very relevant. Then you will get high engagement with a very low price, and it works very, very good. Relationship, okay? Divorce, okay, engage, in a relationship, married, and etc. Single, separated, more and more, a lot of different options. Again, I saw once a case study, very interesting case study, how you can sell engagement print online, how you can find your target audience through social media. If I will choose here, engage, the guy already proposed to the girl, right? So you already bought a ring, so it's not relevant if I'm selling engagement print, okay? Now, if I will say that every guy that is in a relationship is relevant, I'm getting 40% of the population and won't get anyone, okay? So what you can do if you want to find the right target audience, guys that want to propose to their girlfriend, what can you do? I didn't hear? To repeat. Again, if I want to advertise, okay, engagement print. And I want to find guys that want to offer to their girlfriend engagement, okay? How can I find them? Because if I'm going here and write guys that are engaged, I already missed the train because they already bought an engagement print, right? So it's not relevant. Now, if I want to do it before the engagement, so I can say only guys that are in a relationship. How many guys are in a relationship in Tel Aviv 10 years and never advance from the relationship to marriage? Endless. Okay? Yeah.
So maybe you are able to tell him like see people in a certain range of age that looking to websites for rent.
You can do that. you can do that. There are other options that you can try, that guys that are in a relationship and are interested in weddings and things like that. It's a common interest. What I saw a case study a couple of years ago with somebody that was very creative and did something nice. He went for the girls. He did a campaign, which engagement ring is the best for you, and target girls that are in a relationship, okay, in the relevant ages. And when they click on that and go to a specific landing page, so they have a lot of different engagement ring. It was some kind of a game, and when they chose the right engagement ring that they said that they like the most, then they have a pop-up that was telling them you can put your phone number of your boyfriend and his email, and you will get SMS from us. Very, very short clue that you want that specific engagement, and it's worked amazingly. They sell a lot of engagement ring that way. Okay, so they went the opposite way. How we can, attract the women in that.
I don't follow. I don't follow.
What they did, they say, if you're a woman in the right age, between, I don't know, 20-something to 40-something, okay, in a relationship, and you are interested in marriage, okay, or not marriage, in weddings, etc. What they did, they tell us, they did some kind of a game in a landing page, and how to choose the best wedding ring for you, or something, or engagement ring for you. Okay, so single women that are in relationship or not married, click on that, and they saw a lot of different engagement ring, and then they click on the one that they like, and they have pop-up telling them, we can send your boyfriend a message. This is the right engagement ring that you like, okay? And then the guys got an SMS, your girlfriend chose that specific engagement ring. Okay, you can connect the dots by yourself if you want, and it's worked quite good. They sold a lot of engagement ring and help a lot of guys to do the next step and become married. Okay, we want to go over all the options here, but basically it's endless. Okay, you have endless options. Each category that you will choose, you have more category behind it. Okay, it's more and more and more and more. A lot of different options. And basically you can choose almost anything. The idea here is to sit down with yourself and think about who is the exact target audience and how you can define it. Okay, how you can define it and narrow it down. Okay, this is the idea behind it. So there are a lot of different options here. Just give me an audience that you want to sell products for. Give me an idea. I will show you an example, whatever you want. On your specific project that you're doing the course on. Okay, let's take people that will buy art painting. Okay, exclusive art painting or luxury art painting.
I'll search for, I guess.
It's not only in Israel that you're selling, but let's start with Israel for the example.
Yeah, I thought to start with women.
Wait a second. First of all, the location. Let's, for example, take all of Herzliya, okay? The luxury neighborhoods of Herzliya. Let's click. Okay, now we can do it in all over Israel, okay? We can just scroll down city by city and all the luxury, all the luxury streets or neighborhoods only target them. It's not 100%, okay, because it's 1 kilometer or 1 mile if your settings are in English. So it's not really focused, but it gives you, the area of where rich people are living in. Okay, so we did it only on Herzliya Pituach, but you can do it for all different locations. For here, for example, you can do it on Rishkon and Al Suf and Shfayim, and etc. and it will work quite good. Okay. Okay, basically this is the first step. So we chose the exact location. Not all the time the location give me a very narrow audience, but it's one of the options. Now, in most of the cases, maybe I'm wrong, but people that buy luxury arts are in their 50s more, or 45?
It will be 22.
22?
Yes, because in luxury, because it's women's first that will tend to the husbands to buy.
Young people buy expensive art.
They also affecting the parents. For example, women from 22, 23, like if they enter the army, they have some that they get married. So they need like art for their apartment.
Expensive art.
Yes, if it's still up to us, so they have someone also, I would say like maybe earlier, because they will affect the parents. But I don't believe that they're 50 years old.
Okay. First of all, I can't know. Maybe you are right, maybe you are wrong. Okay, we need to do A/B testing on it. But one thing that can be very interesting is to open 2 different audience. We spoke about A/B testing. So let's split the audience and let's do 22 until, let's say, 30, something like that, 29. Okay, young people that maybe their parents will buy them, or maybe they have the money for it, and show them art galleries or art painting or things like that are relevant for young ages. Okay, so this is one audience. And the second audience, let's do the opposite. Let's take, for example, 50, okay, until, wait a second. Let's say 45, for example, until 65 plus, okay? Let's take the more, wealthy people that have more time thinking about art. Okay, in the middle ages, between 25 to 45, in most of the cases, you have schools or kids or things like that, and you don't have the time to chase around arts. It's not 100% relevant for other people, but again, it's a subject to A/B testing. You can know the middle group also. Now, it's more men or women, or both of them?
Both of them, but I believe it's more women.
More women?
But I mean,
again, maybe it's something that you can do A/B testing for. Let's split, do one headset for guys and one for women. Okay, and let's see what's working better. Okay. And what we can do now is let's start with the targeting. So first of all, what I will write art. Okay. Let's see what we have here. So we have modern art, body art, performance art, visual art, art film, martial arts, something else. Japanese, art music, art museum. Nice.
is it recorded?
Didn't you?
Is it recorded, the class today?
All of the options that they have here, art music, the arts, work of arts, arts and music, decorative arts.
You know what visual art and modern art?
You have MoMA, the Museum of Modern Arts. Okay, someone that is interesting in MoMA maybe will be your potential clients. Okay. So basically what we did here, we chose a specific location, okay, a very, very narrow location. So delete Haifa, it's not relevant. One second. So we chose very specific location, okay? After we chose that specific location, what we did, we have changed the age between 45 and 65, and we put here a list of interests that are relevant to people that like art, okay? And now, first of all, we are seeing we are on the 45,000 to 42,000 people, okay? It's not that much, but it's not that low. Now we can do a couple of different things. We can do exclude, think about people that aren't relevant, okay? Or we can do narrow down the audience. Now, think about people that will buy art. What more can we know about? If somebody likes art and buy expensive art, what more can we say about it?
Should be collector, like design.
Designers, maybe.
Designers.
Maybe they are designers, so we can try to figure out people that like interior design. Okay? So what we did here, we did something very interesting. Again, all those things, I don't know if it's going to work or not work, but this is exactly A/B testing what we talked about. Okay, so we are assuming a lot of different things about our clients. We are putting it to the test here, and then we are checking it. Yeah, I'm right, I'm wrong, if it's working or not working, closing what doesn't work, okay, giving more budget to what does work, and etc. and etc. Now, basically, what we did here, we did two different targeting. One, people that like art, okay, the other one that like interior design. Now, it's quite small, so you won't see it when you're sitting, but here it's written and must also match. So it's, if they are interested in one of those options, the MoMA Museum of Art, the Art Museum, Modern Art, and etc., if they are interested in one of those, or they are interested in interior design, so they must have both. Okay, well, when we're doing narrow the audience, they must have both. Here, it's enough that they are interested in MoMA Museum of Modern Art. Okay, they don't need to be interested with everything. Enough that they are only interested in that, then we have a checkbox. Okay, but when we did narrow down, so they must also match interior design. So we have here people that like interior design and are interested in modern art, and they are living in very luxury places in Israel, and they are between the ages that we all think are relevant. And we got to around 10,000 people. Okay? A very short and small audience, but a very, very quality audience, okay? With a highly chance that it will work. Now it's an A/B testing subject. Let's check this audience and compare it to other different audience, and check a couple of different creative and see what's working and not working, and step by step, let's change it and improve it. Okay? Questions? No. Excellent. Let's continue. Language. Language, it's a little bit different than what we saw on Google Search Network. If you remember, I told you about the language in Google Search Network, that if we are publishing on Google Search Network, usually I don't care about the language, because I care about the phrases that we are putting in the campaign. Okay, but if you are doing a campaign on Google Display Network, then the language is one of the options that help me target the right audience. So here, it's not a search engine. It's more similar to Google Display Network. Okay, so here the language in some of the cases can help me narrow down the audience. Again, it's not the language that they are speaking, it's the language of the platform they are using. My settings are in English. Do I speak English on a daily basis? No, I speak Hebrew. Okay, I'm searching things in English? No, I'm searching in Hebrew. Do I publish posts in English? No, I publish it in Hebrew. Okay, so it's the same idea here. So you need to figure out if the language is one of your key ways to narrow down the audience. Okay, so you can use it, but it's not 100% bulletproof. Okay, to find the right audience, and you need to understand the pro and the cons here, and choosing English, but what I'm losing in the other side. You can choose few. You can choose few. Yeah, there's no problem. Okay. Yeah.
In this example, why would you choose English?
I will choose English, but I will choose also Hebrew. I will choose a bunch of languages, but maybe, you know, the target audience here is small. It's only 10,000 people. So maybe I don't need to choose at all. I don't care which language they're speaking of. If they are in that specific location and interested in interior design and art museum and etc., the chance that they are in my target audience is very, very high. Okay, so I don't need even the language. Okay, maybe if I will start doing it with the language, I will narrow the audience too much. Okay, so it won't be relevant. So in some of the cases, language can help you. Okay, but it's not the main thing that you need to do. Now, when we are scrolling down, we have the placement. Okay, basically, what is the placement? Where your ads will appear. Okay, are they going to appear on Instagram? Are they going to appear on Facebook? Are they going to appear on other platforms? Okay, now you can let Facebook determine whatever they want. Okay, or you can do it by yourself. If you're doing it by yourself, you can choose in which platform it's going to be. Facebook, Instagram, audience network. What is audience network? What is audience network? What are you saying?
It's people that you potential customer have. Yes.
No, tell me again, do you understand?
It's like not your customers, but it's who the customer knows.
No. Let me show you for a second, and you will understand. Hopefully, can't promise you enough. Okay, I got into the market. The market is one of Israeli news website. Okay, or economic or financial news website. Okay. So I saw here, you see that ad, that specific ad, it's a Google ad, right? It's Google Display Network. Okay, and here it's another ad of Google Display Network. Now, let's go to mobile view. Wait a second. Wait a second. They're ruining my case study. Wait a second, I'll show you. Doesn't give give us any ads, only show us an outbrain. So you see here that small mark. No, that doesn't face it. Well, basically, a lot of time, maybe they're doing A/B testing, or maybe they left it and went to another network. But the marker, Haaretz, one of Israel's biggest news websites, okay, for years, what they did on the desktop platform, they use Google AdSense, and on the mobile platform, they use Facebook Audience Network. The Audience Network, it's the same as Google Display Network, okay, it's the same thing. Of course, Google is much bigger. It's working for a longer period of time, and most of the people know the Google Display Network option and using that, okay. But for a lot of years, I show it to a lot of different students. In the mobile version, they use Facebook version, and in the desktop, they use Google AdSense version. Okay, maybe they change it, maybe they're doing A/B testing, but the idea is the same. Okay, it's ads that are spread to a lot of different apps and content websites that using Facebook platform in order to get revenue. Okay, the idea is the same. So let's go here for a second. Okay, so when we are seeing the audience network, we need to understand that maybe people, when they are playing some kind of a game in their app, okay, they will see an ad of the art gallery that we are advertising. Is it relevant or not relevant? Okay. Now I can say a couple of things about audience network. It will give you a lot of impressions, and it will give you a lot of impression with a very low amount of money. But in most of the cases, it doesn't bring you the right results. Okay, so if you are focusing on leads or focusing on sales, etc., so it will get a lot of impressions, a very, very cheap price, okay, but you will get very low results. Think about where people are seeing those ads, okay? It's not specific ads that they are seeing when they're scrolling on Facebook or trying to see reels or something like that, okay? They're scrolling the marker and seeing 1 million different ads, exaggerate, of course, okay, and then they're seeing your ad. So what is the chance that they will click on it and buy from? But it can give you a lot of impressions, and it's part of the process, okay? Another thing that you need to understand about audience network, if you are trying to advertise a video with sound, okay? So the ads on audience network are muted, okay? So people can't hear what you're saying.
What's audience network? What's audience network?
Audience network, again, it's like Google Display Network, okay? It's the same thing. But if you're doing their videos, so the video are muted. So if you don't have subtitles, for example, so people won't understand what is your message completely. Okay, it's not like Facebook. If you're, let's say, doing an ad on Reels or on Shorts, and people are, you know, must listen to what you are saying on the video. You can scroll down in the placement even deeper, okay, and try to figure out exactly where your ads are going to appear, and you can see how it's going to look. You see? This is how my ads is going to look in the feed. This is how it's going to be in the story and Reels. Okay? In-stream feeds, videos, okay, or Reels, how it's going to appear. In articles, okay, articles, the idea it's the audience network. Okay, so you can really scroll down and see all the different options and see how your ads is going to be. By the way, I did a mistake with the marker. Now it's showing us Google AdSense. Wait a second. Wait a second. We'll see it in the end. The slide before I did a mistake. It's happened from time to time. Today only Outbrain and Google AdSense, but basically you need to trust me. You can see it in some of the cases. Okay, so you can choose exactly where all your ads will appear, and you can see how they are going to appear. So you can think about your creative, if it's relevant to all of the options, or you can try to edit it, okay, add the photo, the video, etc., to match all the different options. Okay, this is the idea behind it. Let's click next. And basically now we are going to the ads, okay, to the ad itself. Now what we need to do in order to finish the campaign is to upload our creative, okay? So we have a couple of different ads. We can take an image or a video. We can take a carousel, okay? That's a couple of different options. We can see all the time, preview, how it's going to be. How it's going to be appear in all the different options. Okay, we didn't upload yet any content, but when we will upload content, then we can see exactly how the ad is going to appear, how it's going to appear on Instagram, how it's going to appear on Facebook, all of the different options. Okay, search, articles, apps, and etc. Try to match it to all of the different options. Okay, this is the idea behind it. When we are doing a headline or a description, you see how add description options or add headline options. We can do A/B testing. We upload one video or one photo, okay? But we can do A/B testing with a couple of different headlines, a couple of different descriptions, etc. Find the best text that will get us the best results. And in the end, we need to build the lead form, okay? Let's see for a second how the lead form is looking. Let's see if you'll see. No. I'll give you an example for it. One second. So let's direct them to the Again, only a landing page today. No lead form. Let's try another one. If it won't work, it won't. It's strange because I see all the lead forms. One last option if it's not working. Toggle now doing marketing for me. They heard our conversation, so they're doing remarketing. No. So only saw a landing page ads for now. We'll try to find something for next week. The idea here is that when you are clicking the ad, okay, inside of Facebook, you don't need to switch to a different location. Inside of Facebook, you have a pop-up. Basically, it's look like that, okay? And you need to build a content form inside of Facebook. The pro for that, it's very easy. You don't need a landing page, you don't need to build a website and etc. Okay? And the conversion rate for how many people click on your ad and how many people send you their details is very, very high. The cons here, because it's very, very simple, people will forget very, very easily that they even send you their details. So if somebody send you his detail, and in a matter of 1 hour, 2 hours, you will head back to him and speak to him, 99% of the cases, he will remember you, know exactly who you are, okay, and it will work. But if what you're doing is doing it, the pop-up, people will send you their information, and they will head back to you in 2 days or in 3 days, okay? You will head back to them in 2 days or 3 days. In most of the cases, they won't remember you, and they won't know what the hell do you want from them, okay? And then you're wasting your money and your time. So if you're choosing that option, you must answer very, very quickly to the leads that you are getting. Now, another thing that you need to understand, somebody saw your ad, okay? You're selling a workshop for yoga, okay? Just for an example. So somebody saw your ad, send you a lead. What the AI of Facebook is understanding, that you are interested in a yoga workshop. So what exactly will happen 2 seconds after that? All your feed will fill up with yoga workshop advertising, okay? So if you will want contact to the client very, very fast, somebody else will do it. So in most of the cases, you see, there is another yoga workshop and another one, and you will set for a couple of them his information, and the first one that will react will get the prize in most of the cases, okay? So this is the idea behind it. Let's do a short review. We'll do it again in the end of the course. So let's do a short review of what I want in the project. I want you to open a campaign. Okay, I want you to write me here. Why did you choose? Okay, why did you choose to open the campaign budget here, or why did you choose to close it? Okay, why did you choose that the advertising will be from the campaign settings, or why did you choose that it's going to be on the ad set settings? Okay, there is pros and cons for both options. I just want your opinion on it. Why did you choose that, or why did you choose that? Next, I want at least 2 audience, so 2 different ad sets. You can click here on the 3 dots, just duplicate it and do 2 different audience, okay? And explain what is the difference, what do you want to try to understand here, Okay, why did you split the audience? What is the logic behind it? Okay, and for each audience, I want at least 2 ads. Now, in some of the cases, it could be the exact 2 ads for those both audience, but in some location, some options, if the audience is very different, okay, so maybe we need a different ads, because here I'm talking to younger people, here I'm talking to old people, here I'm talking to people that like art, here I'm talking to people that are interior designers. Okay, there are a lot of different options, and maybe you need a different creative, not in all of the options. If you choose to give the same audience, the 2 different audiences that you did, okay, the same ads, explain why do you think that the same ads are relevant to those 2 audiences. If you chose to do different ads, excellent, you don't have to explain anything. Okay, yes?
Is this going to be a Moodle?
Yeah, first of all, the recording, I will upload you the recording. And again, in the end of the course, in the last session, we'll do a complete review on all of the different things that you need for the project. Google and Facebook and other options. Okay, and I will have you, it's written exactly what you need to focus on each place. Okay, that's it. That's the basic. Do you have any questions? No. Have a wonderful week.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful weekend. What word?
Yeah. Yeah. I just use the brown address and the second